Tinkerbell is running around the room looking for pixie dust for the fairies. I have some laundry in washing, and I have a bag of pins that I need to go through. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. I had a lot of pens and pencils and that sort of thing, and I went through them a while back and I narrowed it down to a small bin, but I haven't been grabbing out pens or pencils very often, so I thought today would be a good time to go through this bag and see if there are any pens that maybe they're dried up, maybe I don't think I need to keep them anymore, maybe there's some things in here that I'm just going to go ahead and let them go before they do dry up. So if you've got anything around your house that you want to go through, it doesn't have to be pens, grab your stuff and come on and let's do it together. I was going to test out all of these pens to make sure they haven't dried up, and I realized all but one of them has one of these little protector caps on the tip of it. So I didn't want to take those off, so I tried out the one that didn't have a protector cap on it. It works, so I'm just going to go ahead and assume the rest of these are still working as well. Is this something that you enjoy doing, or is this something that you just really don't like to do? Just sit around and check pens and markers to see if they are still working. Let me know down in the comments for you. Is this something that you procrastinate doing, or do you just don't have many pens, so you don't have to worry about it? Look how pretty and vibrant those colors are. I either need to use these, I need to put them where I'll use them, or I need to go ahead and let them go because they're going to dry up. They're just going to sit down there and dry up, and that would be a real shame because those are really pretty colors. We do use Sharpies a lot, so I probably will not let these go. Now, highlighters, we don't use those quite as much, I don't think, but these do still work. It's nice to have one or two around. After I get through with all this, I'm going to have to try them all out and see if they feel comfortable in my hand. I think that's one of the things I was needing to decide about when I went through them before. Do I really like the pen? Is it comfortable in my hand? I have one more batch to go through, and we'll see if all of these are still working. So let me know what you are going through today. Are you finding anything that you are ready to declutter? Are you doing something small and mundane but necessary like this? Are you doing something big and making a big impact in the clutter around your house? All of the pens and markers worked, which is good, but it didn't help me narrow down what I want to keep at all. So my next step is to try out each of the pens. And normally when I do that, I just write something with the pen, see how it feels, and then set it aside. But then when I'm done, I don't know if it's like, okay, I forgot. I don't know which one I liked, which ones I didn't. And so this time, what I decided to do is write what I like about it. For instance, this pen, or what I don't like about it. This pen, when I was writing with it, sorry, pumpkin's getting on my arm here. When I was writing with it, it was making a screeching sound. Not a screech, but it was noisy. I don't know if you can hear it, but it was noisy when I was writing with it. And so I didn't like that. And so I wrote that down, but then I also wrote down the things that I did like about it. And I'm going to do that with each of the pens. And then when I'm finished, I can make a decision on which ones I liked and which ones maybe I'm going to say, it's okay pen. Feels okay in my hand, but maybe I don't want that noisy sound. I did a lot of writing and scribbling, and I didn't try to make it pretty or anything. I just really wanted to see how the ink pen felt in my hand, and I wanted to see, is it blue ink, is it black ink, was it splotchy? Some of them, the ink was lighter than the other ones, and so, I was looking at all of that sort of thing. When I got finished, I went back through and I did some further comparing. These had a little bit fatter grip, and I liked them okay, But then this one, I liked how it felt when I wrote with it. I like this one better. But sometimes you want a fatter grip, sometimes you want a skinnier grip. I like blue ink better than black ink, but sometimes you have to have black ink. I use this type a lot. I really like this one a lot, but it's a little bit more, I don't know, maybe splotchy than this one, but it's a darker ink and it has a different feel and look to it. The same with this one. It's a different type of ink. This one has a thinner ink to it, and it's not splotchy, but it does look and feel a little bit different. So I kept those to have for just everyday writing, like when I'm doing my poems or just when I need to write notes or whatever. I'm going to put these out where we can grab them if we need a Sharpie or a highlighter. I'm going to go ahead and put these with my art supplies, and I'm going to try to remember that I have them and get them out and use them. And if I don't, then I'll just have to go ahead and declutter them. Now these write like an ink pen, like a colored ink pen. These have more of a gel ink in them. These are the ones that were like this black one here. I couldn't test these out, but I'm going to just assume that they are very similar. And so it was a little bit different type of ink than those. There are some colors in here that the other one doesn't have. When I'm doing my art projects, I may have a reason to use those. So for now, I am going to hang on to those. But I did find a few that I am ready to let go of. Either because I didn't like the ink or I didn't like how they felt in my hand. I narrowed down my ink pen collection a little bit more, and I'm going to put these where I will remember to get them out and use them. Let me know down in the comments if you did any decluttering along with me. Till next time, happy decluttering. Bye. What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah. Silly little mundane tasks. Silly little mundane tasks. Yes, they have to be done, even though they might be boring and not a whole lot of fun. But once complete, what a feat! And extra kudos to you if silly little mundane tasks are something you like to do.